Hello everyone, I'm Angelica. Today I would like to discuss the poem Promise Like Pie Crust by Christy Rusty. My presentation will be divided into 3 parts: why I chose this line and my reflection on the poem, how this line connects to my life, and why this line might matter to college students. At the beginning, I would like to explain why I was drawn to this line. I'm someone who longs for freedom, so when I first read this poem, I was immediately attracted to it. In particular, the line, "I will break to break the chain," deeply resonated with me. It reflects my inner anxiety and discomfort toward promise. The chain symbolizes promise. It is like an invisible chain that binds us, making us feel restricted and taking away our freedom. As the poem suggests, a promise is like a pie crust. It can be easily broken. However, promise made to reassure others often become a burden. They act as an invisible shackles on our hearts. Not only the person who makes the promise feel constrained, but also the person who receives it is bound by it, constantly worrying that the promise might be broken. Why do we have to do something that harms both our freedom and peace of mind? Isn't it better just be free, like a bird with no string attached? I actually had a personal experience that made me feel the sign very deeply. When I first chose to study in the Foreign Language and Literature department, my family also hoped that I could make a promise about my future career, such as becoming a teacher. Although this kind of promise is very common and reasonable, every time I made such a promise, I felt stressful. Maybe it is because I still want to explore and discover who I want to be. This promise made me feel unable to freely explore my life, as I was afraid of going against my family's expectation and disappointing them. Later, after discussing with my family, they decided not to require me to make such promise anymore. Instead, they choose to trust me and believe that I can find my own path. Without the chain of promise, I feel much lighter and more willing to explore and try new things. I'm truly grateful that they made such a decision. I believe this is also a common issue for many college students. Families often hope for a clear promise about our future career path. This is completely normal and understandable, but it can also make us feel pressured and restricted. We may worry about breaking a promise or failing to meet expectations, just like the line, "I will break to break the chain." So why not let go of this chain and replace promise with trust? In this way, both sides can regain their freedom without being limited by promise. It allows us to reach our full potential and explore our future with less fear. We no longer need to break to break the chain, and instead, we can freely discover a future full of endless possibilities. That's all for my video. Thank you.